Good morning. Today is Sunday and I am so excited to finally have like a proper Sunday reset today, especially after I've been away quite a bit the past few weeks. A little reset is just very needed. I don't know if you can see, but there's a lot of stuff laying on the floor there and the apartment is just a mess, and we've had a pretty fake spring, I think is what they call it, where the weather's really good for a week. And then we go back to pretty much winter weather. I just decided that I'm over winter, so something else that I want to declutter today. I've been in a big decluttering mood, so now I just want to get rid of all my winter stuff. Not actually get rid of it, but I want to put most of our winter stuff in our little attic because I'm just over it. I like my Uggs. I love my Uggs, but they just need to go. Yeah, we have a lot to do. I woke up pretty early. It's now 9 a.m. I already put some fresh bed sheets on because that's just the first essential of a Sunday reset. Made a coffee and I made a little list in my journal of things that I want to do today. We have fresh sheets, coffee, face mats, clean the house, plan your week, everything, shower, long run, read, get groceries and relax, which I think this doesn't even cover all of the things that I want to do because there's just so many little things I also need to still edit, and I just have a lot to do, but it feels very motivating today. For some reason this just feels like it's gonna be a very productive day, even though I'm also gonna attempt to still relax and do a few self-care things here and there. It just feels like a very nice just productive reset. I don't know, I'm also just so excited to be at home today, especially, obviously I keep saying this, but especially after being away. Every time I'm away now, even if it's for only one night, I just feel so happy to be back in Amsterdam. I love Amsterdam so much and I love our little apartment. It's starting to feel a lot more like our home. We still have a lot of things that we want to change, which are mostly details and decoration things, but especially with the new light, just all the changes that we've been doing recently to the apartment just make it feel a lot more cozy and more homey, and it is actually starting to feel a lot more like our apartment, and we're just feeling at home a lot more. And I'm just so happy to be back in our little cute apartment. So yeah, I'm just gonna take you along in my Sunday reset, and first we're gonna have a little self-care morning, which is indeed very necessary. Alright, I just got ready, and as you can see, that did not go very well because honestly, I'm a small girl with very tiny hands, so please just remember the next time you want to take a cute shot with your coffee and your book, please remind yourself with tiny hands like this, you can't hold more than one thing in one hand, so then you drop your coffee all over your clean sheets. So now I have to clean the sheets again later today, which kind of sucks, but we're just gonna keep going. I got this headband from Bershka the other day, and I don't know if it's a vibe, but we're just gonna roll with it for now. As I was mentioning, we feel a lot more like home, but there's still quite a few details that we want to change around the apartment, and there's just still things to do. And yesterday we had this little kind of brainstorm session where I concluded I wanted to try and get a new rug from IKEA, and me being the person I am, I just need that rug ASAP. So what I'm gonna do right now is actually get the bus to the nearest IKEA, and I don't actually know how I'm gonna pull this off because we obviously don't have a car, so I need to take the bus, and I don't know how I'm gonna take two rugs with me, just me on the bus. But I just have to try the rug, and I really hope the color is gonna look good with our floor because I feel like the rug is kind of semi the color of the floor, but hopefully it's not the exact same color, but I can't see that on the photo, so I'm just gonna go and get the rug and then we'll see. I really hope I don't have to return them because that's also still a little bit of a hassle because we don't have a car. And then after that we can start the proper cleaning and decluttering of the apartment and clean the bed sheets again and do the rest of the reset.
soft, turn the key and cooler on. Push a pause for relief. Free pass, you don't even have to ask to be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through. Today I've got better things to do. Okay, to leave a little bit undone and be the cat in the sun. Be the cat in the sun. Set aside.
Guys, I am actually so excited about these rugs. I think they look really nice, and the color is actually a little bit darker than our floor, which I was hoping it would be. So I'm actually very happy with how it looks. I feel like it just gives a little more cozy atmosphere, so I'm very happy with that. So now I still need to clean the kitchen, but I need to go on my run first because I'm kind of really dreading this run right now because I haven't been on a run at all this week, and I was gonna do one on Friday, but then I was very busy and I just ended up not doing it. So now I have to do it. And I knew if I was gonna force myself to do it in the morning, I probably just wouldn't have done it. So I'm gonna do it right now because it's still sunny. So I do feel like the weather is gonna actually be really nice for this run. So we just have to do it. And I think I'm gonna wear this hat because I got this last year when I ran a half marathon and I haven't actually worn it. I also feel like I don't really have like the right head for a hat. I don't think this looks so weird. I feel like I look like a crazy person. Like this is so huge compared to my head. Anyways, I think I'm still gonna wear this hat for the sun because I don't have any like running sunglasses or something. So this is just what we're gonna have to deal with because the sun is very bright and the weather looks really good. So on my plan today, I have 2 kilometers at a conversational pace and then 90 seconds of walking, and then I have to repeat 3 kilometers, like 1 kilometer each time, at a faster pace with 90 seconds walking break in between, and then 2k at conversational pace again. So we should be able to do that. We'll see if I can actually manage to hit this pace for 3 times a kilometer. We'll see. But my shorts are from Nike, and then I have my New Balance running shoes. This top is from H&M Move, and the hat is from Salomon. Let's go for a run. I genuinely don't know how I managed to do this run. It was a little bit tough, but the sun made it very bearable and I made it through. So that's the most important thing. And now I'm just doing some skincare and body care because I actually got this as my first ever PR gift. Like that is actually crazy to me, but I got this body lotion from Clay & Glow, and honestly this smells amazing. So I just shaved my legs and I'm gonna use this lotion, and then I'm also gonna use these 2 on my face, which are the Caudalie Sun Drops, I think is what they're called, self-tan sun drop, with this natural moisturizing cream from The Ordinary. And I'm also just very excited for the dinner that we're gonna make because I actually really love this recipe. I will link it down below because it's literally so good. So yeah, I just can't wait to have dinner and just mostly chill for the rest of the night. I didn't really get around to doing all of my tasks yet. I really wanted to make a matcha and then catch up on some work, plan my week, which I have planned my week a little bit. Like I already did that yesterday a little bit, but I wanted to do that and catch up on some emails and editing and just a few random work to-dos, which now I didn't really get around to doing that yet, but I did do like a whole reset of the house, which I feel like was very necessary. So I'm still very happy with what I did today because I did clean everything and now everything is just fresh and I love the rugs. And yeah, sometimes I can just feel a little bit bad if I didn't really get to do everything that I wanted to do in a day, but right now I actually feel pretty good because I'm very happy with what we did, and I'm just gonna have to plan very well this week to catch up on everything, but I feel like I just needed a day like this, and the weather being this good honestly just helped a lot. I'm about to go to bed and I started this book this morning. It is, you can't really see it that well anymore, but there was like coffee all over it, but it survived. I read a few pages this morning and I have literally been in like the biggest reading slump ever. I don't know what it is, but at the start of January I made reading such a nice habit, and I can tell that I was definitely feeling a lot calmer. I think it's a combination of reading more and also just being on my phone less, because I feel like at the start of January we did this thing where we put our phones in a separate room, so in the morning when you wake up you don't instantly go on your phone, and also in the evenings before you go to bed you're also not on like social media and everything, or just on your phone in general. And I feel like that definitely helped with reading in the evenings, because you didn't really have anything else to do because you couldn't go on your phone. So I feel like that made it easier to read more, but I kind of just stopped doing that. So honestly I haven't really properly read since, and I did start 2 books actually in the meanwhile, because I started reading Colony and I just couldn't really get into it. But I feel like for me to get actually into a book I need to read more. Like if I only read a couple of pages every time, that's just not working and I don't get like sucked into a story. So with this one I just couldn't really get into it, and I feel like it is kind of a complicated story that you really need to get into. But one of my friends read this the other week and she was actually super enthusiastic about it, so I'm definitely gonna give this another shot. But I just need to get like back on my reading grind first. So after that I was like, okay, I'm done, I'm gonna try something else, and I started this one knowing that this is also, I think, a little bit of a complicated story, or at least people have said that they couldn't really get into this, so maybe this wasn't the best choice for me to start reading. So I was like already done with that after 2 days as well. But The Midnight Library is actually a book that I have been wanting to read for a very long time, and I am very excited because I feel like this is a very beautiful story. So honestly I feel like to get out of this reading slump I just first of all need to make it more exciting again. So like take myself on a little solo coffee date to read and just do things like that, because I love those things, so they will make me more excited to read. And also I just really need to get off my phone again. Basically I need to start reading in the evenings again, and honestly just take my book with me in general, because I mean it's also that I've been really busy, but usually when I commute to the office on Thursdays, I like the past few weeks every time I was like, oh, I'm gonna take my book so I can read on the train, and my commute's like almost 2 hours, so I have time to read on the train. But then I'm like, no, I'll just leave the book at home because I'm so busy, I'm just gonna work on the train because I have so much to do. And then I never actually, well, almost never actually end up working on the train, because on the train I just want to relax and not work, because my commute's almost 2 hours, which is pretty long, so the day is already pretty exhausting. So if I also have to work on the train, that's just not really something I want to do, but I feel like I have to do that. So I just already don't take my book with me in the first place, and then I like definitely have no chance of trying to read. So I'm just gonna take this with me again, and just I'm actually really excited to read this story. So I'm also excited to have the routine back, because I feel like I felt a bit more calm when I was reading more. And as I said, I do feel like it is the big combination between not being on your phone as much. I feel like that is the thing that's actually well, no, actually the reading is also kind of calming me down, but I don't know, I just really want to get out of this reading slump. So if you have any tips, please let me know. I feel like for me the things that I really want to work on is kind of make it a routine again, and at first that might mean that I have to force myself a little bit to read, because that's how I kind of make things a routine and like a habit. Because at first I'm gonna be like, oh, let me just watch some TikToks and go on my phone. But if I put my phone in a separate room and force myself to not do that, I'll have more times in the evenings to actually read. And I feel like that is a nice way to go about it. So I'm just gonna start making tea again in the evenings and just read in my book. And I am very excited for this story, so I'll keep you updated if I actually ever manage to finish this and read again. But I am excited, so I'm glad it survived my coffee from this morning. Also, this might sound absolutely ridiculous, but I changed the bed sheets again after my shower, but I didn't like the green because I wanted the stripes. And we did obviously wash it right away, and the coffee actually came out perfectly, I think. At least I don't see it, but I don't really have the perfect eyes, so hopefully the coffee is actually out. But since I already made the bed twice today, Job was so sweet to put on these bed sheets again, and now I'm very happy to have fresh sheets and the striped bed sheets. And yeah, this was just a really nice and cozy Sunday, so I really hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!